P and Killer, dropping heat like we should, up and coming like morning wood and something good. Kicking the real to those that wanna rock with us. No slowing down and it ain't no stopping us. We've been rocking over 2 years long. The best podcast, best intro song. Forget the facts, opinions, we got those. And we make them run loose like a snot nose. It's bootleg, ain't nothing fake about it either. So sit back and watch, go grab a slice of pizza. But we prefer the subs, so hit the red button and you'll be notified when we said something. Hit the thumbs up, share it with your folks. Make sure to leave a comment, give your thoughts on our quotes. This ain't for the Ralph Tresvant crowd. You offended, wanna exit? Then you can now. It's Bootleg Cable Podcast. It's Bootleg Cable Podcast. What it is, good people, it's your boy P Double. This is episode number 126. Mother, it's Bootleg Cable Podcast. I'm rocking with the homeboy
Killer Cal.
What it is, Killer?
Good, Dub. What's good with you?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. This week, man, I was at the job and I was talking to one of the homies that listen to the podcast. Shout out to the homie Butterman Shank is what they call him.
Okay.
He be checking out the podcast and whatnot, and he was letting me know kind of something similar to what you was telling me. He was like, yo, man, there's a lot of people doing podcasts. Everybody I know got a podcast, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And I kind of brought up the conversation that me and you had about that shit, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, I was like, yeah, man. I said, I said, damn. I said, it's gonna be 3 years, dude, that we've been doing this podcast this year,
Damn,
right?
Yeah.
Right? And I was just like, yo. I said, sometimes I be getting discouraged. I said it to him. I said, sometimes I be getting discouraged because, people say they rock with you, this, that, and the third. And I was like, yo, I just feel like we not popping like how we should be popping.
Yeah, man. Obama about to drop his podcast.
And that's what he brought up to me. That's exactly what it was that he brought up to me. He's like, you see Obama about to do, like, what is he about to do, a podcast, or is he going to sponsor podcasts?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that his name is on there, his image is on there.
Yeah.
Of course, him and his wife is going to be on the episode or two or whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be like Oprah's own. Oprah's still involved in everything she does. She's still going to have material out there. So there's going to be something, to the aspect, I'm sure, with him being on air and, speaking live and shit. So
okay. So he kind of brought it up to me, and I was just like, man, I said, sometimes I be feeling discouraged because I feel like it's cheat codes to this podcast shit, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And when I say it's cheat codes, it's people that already have a built-in fan base. So, like, say tomorrow, if LeBron James decide to drop a podcast, or if KD, or if Russell Wilson, or if whoever, popular actor, if Will Smith decided to drop a podcast, or whoever, it's going to be successful because people already are fans of theirs and they're going to tune into it regardless.
Right, yeah.
So I was just like, yo, man, it's cheat codes to this shit. And it's like, I feel like, damn, nigga, as a podcast, we're not where we are supposed to be. I was like, yeah, we got X amount of subscribers and, people check us out on a weekly basis. We got definitely loyal listeners that listen to our shit and salute to y'all. We appreciate y'all. We ain't making no money off of this shit.
Nah.
So it's just like, I was telling him, I was like, yo, what the fuck am I doing this shit for, bro?
Damn, man. That sound kind of defeated there, brother.
At the time, when I was speaking to him, I kind of did feel defeated, bro. And that's exactly how I felt. And I said, this ain't nothing new. Like I done said the same shit to you before. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it. I guess it just come around every so often, where it's just like you feel defeated because it's like, yo, man, y'all ain't really paying attention. Y'all ain't sharing this shit. Y'all ain't doing what y'all say y'all doing, but y'all say y'all support us, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, he coming at them like Boosie now.
How Boosie came at you.
Boosie said, if you ain't going to share my shit, if you ain't going to buy my shit, get off my shit, right? Get off my live. Get off my live, right? Goddamn now. Get off my live. You ain't real fans. Nah, man. Listen, man. I've always said like this is therapeutic to me. This is
and it is for me too, bro.
This is it's more than just a thing of monetization for me. It's more so, like I said, it's an outlet somewhere to express myself, somewhere to challenge myself, challenge who I really am. You know what I mean? My perspectives. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's changed based on the conversations we've had.
True.
In this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm just growing as a human being, doing this thing, and hopefully, the people that do listen. If it's 10 of y'all out there that listen religiously, then fuck it. It's good enough for me, man.
And you know what? Some days I feel like that's good enough, but other days I feel like, yo, I'm doper than that. We doper than just the 10 of y'all or the 100 of y'all or the 1,000 of y'all that listen to our shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're dope enough to say, yo, it should be 1 million, should be 2 million, whatever the case is, whatever it takes. Well, we need to do whatever it needs to do to get us there. But again, like I said, I feel discouraged because people got the cheat codes, man, and they could just say, hey, man, fuck this shit. Fuck this rap shit. Let me just start a fucking podcast. Nigga, I done sold 1 million records before, or I done went gold on an album before. It's people that's checking for me. It's like, you know what I mean? I ain't been around in a minute. X, Y, it's all kind of cheat codes that people can use where they have a platform already, or they're already attached to something else where they could just say, yo, man, let me just do a podcast.
Yeah, I've heard podcasts from peers, like local peers, people that have tried it, and you know what, man, a lot of it is just random homeboy to homeboy conversations, and I think we differ completely from that, and I think we have more, better content than most of the uppercomers that are out there. So that alone separates us, and I think we put out better quality material.
And sorry to cut you off, but that brings up to why I'm talking about this right now. So homeboy said exactly what you just said. He was just like, yo, man, y'all been consistent. He was like, yo, nigga, I might not check out every episode or whatever. He was like, yo,
what you get when you come back.
Exactly. He was like, yo, y'all been consistent. He was like, yo, I see you every single week posting your podcast. He was like, I meant to check out such and such episode, this, that, and the third. He was like, yo, man, he was like, the content y'all put out is better than a lot of the other shit that I listen to or whatever. He was like, man, fuck that. He's like, nigga, keep doing your shit. Because I was just like, man, I was like, damn, man, sometimes I feel like, nigga, if I get to episode 150 and we ain't popping yet, I'm going to tell the homeboy killer, man, fuck this shit. Let's not do this shit no more.
And y'all be listening to me dolo, so.
But then he was just like, nah, nigga. He was like, you got to get to episode 300. And you got to get to episode 350, and you got to get to episode 400. And he was like, maybe 401 is the one that y'all gonna make y'all popping.
Yeah,
he was like, you can't. He was like, yo, you can't put a timeline on this shit or whatever. You just got to keep on rocking and keep on doing your shit. And again, that's nothing that you haven't already told me, or I haven't already told you, or vice versa. But it's just like a conversation. It's like one of them situations where it's like, nigga, I'm an alcoholic and I can't stop drinking. I got to go to these AA meetings and keep on getting that, yo, you can do it. You could stop this, or you could be this, or you could be that, or, you know what I mean? If I'm religious and I go to church and I talk to my pastor and I say, yo, just keep on believing, blah, 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 blah. It's like one of them conversations that every so often needs to happen to just kind of let you know, like, yo, nigga, you dope, dude.
Yeah, I hear you. We all need those words, man, but sometimes, people out there blow smoke up your ass, and I'm not really looking for that. I'm looking for my own validation, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, you just gotta keep on grinding, because you gotta master what you're doing now before you try to aspire to the next level. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really grind at what you're doing now. So I don't feel like we the dopest we can be yet. I don't feel that way.
Got you.
I'm
I agree.
still pushing myself to get to the dopest that we can be. You know what I mean? So that way, when we do ascend to the next level, you know what I mean, we already ready. You know what I mean? So
true.
Trying to stay ready so we ain't got to get ready. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that for me.
And on the flip side of that, yes, I agree. We not the dopest we can be, but we doper than a lot of y'all motherfuckers out there.
Damn, motherfucking right. That is fucking true.
How was your week, though, bro?
My week was good, man. I mean, like I said, man, I was kind of here on this little staycation. So, you know what I mean? It's finna wrap up. You know what I mean? Tomorrow I'll get back to work.
I seen you. You did the St. Augustine situation.
Yeah. I went up to St. Augustine.
I was gonna hit you up. Tell you to bring back a nigga a beer or some shit, bro. I know you went to the brewery.
Yeah, I went to the brewery. Went to the distillery. Yeah, I mean, Chocolate Factory. Checked out a little Chocolate Factory.
And for those that don't know, St. Augustine is supposedly one of the oldest or the oldest city in the United States. Am I correct?
The oldest city in the United States, right? Although, be honest with you, this didn't really feel like that, man. It's
felt like just like South Florida.
Yeah, pretty much. It's definitely set up for touristy. It's like South Florida with a little Disney to it. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely set up for the tourist aspect of it. I feel like it'd be more of a dope. If you're in South Florida, I think if you're living in South Florida, I think it's more of a couples trip than it is a bring your family trip. Yeah, the kids had fun, definitely had fun, but I felt it would have been like a doper vibe had we not have the kids. It'd just been like a chill. Check this out. Go to some spots, eat some of the foods, and check out these things.
Why would you say it's a more mature vibe than it is a kid vibe? And if it ain't a kid vibe, what do you think that St. Augustine could do better to make it a kid vibe? Because like I was telling you before you told me you was going up there, I had planned to go up there last year, but it didn't work out. So
there's not really that much things there for kids. Really, it's kind of like you're dragging kids along to do adult shit. To be honest with you, I mean, other than the Ripley's, believe it or not,
the museum
or what have you,
which they have in every major city in the United States,
right? Exactly. So other than that, that's really all it is. That's as a kid's attraction. You go there, you go see the oldest jail, which all the little wax figures and shit like that was all black men. That shit was kind of creepy to see that. And you saw the oldest schoolhouse in America. You saw, the oldest fort, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the oldest schoolyard. It's just everything is the oldest. This the oldest that. But like I said, that trip right there. Most fourth graders in Florida go there for a fourth grade field trip. You know
okay, so was it a situation where
it's more of an educational thing? Yeah. But if you go as a couple, you could take on. It's like going on, like I said, like you go into a museum and learning different things and sitting down, trying different chocolates and wines and shit like that. Like to keep the kids like attention during all that, it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? I'm constantly kicking the shit out of my kids' shins like. Shut your ass up.
Trying to drink this wine and get this history.
Get this history. You know what I mean? So I'm saying like a lot of the things that's there, it's not really kids oriented. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
More so for adult. But yeah, it was a dope little trip, man.
I feel you. Yeah. Other than that, when you go back to work?
Yo, man, I start tomorrow night, man. I'm back on the night shift, man. So.
God damn, son.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Went by quick, man.
R.I.P. to the staycation, bro.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. My whole staycation was daddy daycare too, so I had the kids the whole time while the wife was at work, man. So yeah.
You took them. Hey, I went and saw Aladdin.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How'd that go down?
Did you see it?
Nah, I didn't.
All right.
I was supposed to, but I didn't.
I don't want to be one of them people that's the original and blah blah blah. This, that, and third. The original was a animated cartoon movie, and this is a live action version of that. To be on the positive side, Will Smith did his thing as a genie.
Okay.
But I think the movie overall suffered from bad writing.
Okay.
It was one of those movies where you watch it and it's just like, this is supposed to be funny, but it's not.
Oh.
Like before Will Smith joins the cast of the movie, it's not funny at all.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's like like I'm watching like like them daytime dramas that have like bad actors like General Hospital or some shit like that. I felt like I was watching General Hospital for like the first 15-20 minutes of the movie, and then Will Smith came and it kind of lightened up afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Because we already know the story. Y'all don't watch Aladdin, and the thing is that I watched it. I watched the original 2 days ago before I went and watched the new one yesterday.
Yeah.
So like it was more fresh in my mind. It was easier for me to kind of compare. It was certain things that they kept constant in the movie. Not to give it away from y'all that ain't seen it.
Yeah.
It was certain things that they kept constant, but it was certain things that they switched up where I was just like, okay, I understand why you did that to make it more feasible for a live action movie. And then it had like a Me Too vibe to it too. Where it was like a woman empowerment vibe. Oh, okay. And I ain't gonna give that away either. Of course. It was a strong women empowerment vibe that I was just kind of like, really?
Yeah.
Is that what y'all did?
I mean, that's the world now. We got to kind of accept it, man. But you could tell when a Disney a movie or from a production company is not going to be good by the volume of content they put out. Mm-hmm. Usually, when they have like a dope film or something that's going to be dope, they clear out everything for it. You feel me? So,
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. And I don't want to be mistaken and say that it's not a good. It was good.
Yeah,
is it better than the original? No, it's not. But it was a good movie.
Can your young son carry this on? Is he going to be remembering this like you remember the original Aladdin?
I'm sure he is. I guess maybe. But remember, the original Aladdin came out in 1992. We was 10 years old at that time. Yeah. My son is 6 when he's watching it. Maybe or maybe not. Like, I mean, I don't think he was. Yeah, he was paying attention. He saw the original, and then he saw this one too. So I don't know if the contrast between the two is gonna. I don't know how that's gonna work for him. But again, he's 6 years old. So
you see, with Toy Story, I'm seeing it online. I really haven't seen any major publications posted or anything like that. But there is said to be an announcement that the Woody character from Toy Story is going to be gay, bisexual.
Oh my God!
Going to be exploring his his options.
Yo.
Yeah.
Dude, I know that this is a part of society now.
Yes.
It has been a part of society since the beginning of society.
Yeah.
But with the advent of social media, with the advent of, not advent, but with the more ways to reach people through movies and stories and different kind of content and this, that, and the third, like, stuff like that is why people say that there's a gay agenda and that they're pushing it on each other.
Yeah.
And I understand that as a black man, my stories need to be told. My struggles need to be told.
Yeah.
My highlights need to be told because supposedly I am a marginalized member of society.
Yeah.
Gay people, trans people, bisexual people, they are also marginalized members of society. So I understand the need for their stories to be told and whatever. But I think that when you have their stories not being told, but glimpses of them being pushed onto people that don't necessarily rock with their lifestyle, that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, I mean, and if it is true with the Woody character, I feel like that is wrong to do. If you have like a characters from 1, 2, 3, before now, just have been this, and now you're changing the role of this character to appease others. That I feel like that's unfair.
I agree
to people. If you're gonna, if you feel like you want to be inclusive, introduce a new character.
Exactly.
Yeah, a character that somebody,
And to be fair with that, I think that even with Aladdin, they kind of sort of did that with the genie character in Aladdin in certain scenes.
Right.
And it was more to the drag, to the transgender community. I think that there were certain scenes that was kind of catered to doing that.
Yeah, okay.
Whether people want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything blatant in the Aladdin movie to kind of address that situation. But again, like if you want to look at the Aladdin movie a certain way,
but
there were certain things where just like
the original movie, Genie did boom chicka boom and dressed as a female.
True.
And shit like that.
True.
So it wasn't. I don't know if that's what they were trying to recreate those moments.
But I think there it was a certain genuineness, if that's a word, to the animation in the original one that now, like I said, it just felt forced, dude. Yeah. Like it was a lot of dry spots. It was a lot of like you should laugh here type situations. Yeah. And I think that when you watch the movie, a lot of the ad libs, I'm sure that there was ad libs that Will Smith put in, helped bring the movie along. It was a lot of dope shit in the movie. I like the hip hop aspect of it. Okay. Will Smith brought a strong hip hop aspect to the movie. They changed up a couple of the songs to kind of be a little bit more modernized, which I'm sure that they would have done regardless. Right. But it was a lot. It was a good movie. I liked it, but it was a couple of flaws here and there. And I think that they also, if you remember the scene in the movie, the original movie where Jasmine got caught stealing from the store, from the market, and he was about to chop her hand off. Like that part in the movie, they to lighten it up, they just kind of had the dude grab her hand, and he didn't have like no knife, like he was about to chop it off. He just kind of grabbed her, like, "Oh, you stealing from me," or whatever. Like, nigga, like, it's the Middle East we talking about here. Like, it goes down. They go down over there. They chop people's hands off for real. So why not add that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we about to chop this chick hand off. Yeah, sure. And then Aladdin come and save the day. Yeah. Why dumb it down? Y'all didn't dumb it down in the original movie. Yeah. Why dumb it down now? Yeah.
If you really want to teach people about the world, why you introducing homosexuality, which is fine, but leaving out violence and things that people experience. Yeah. So you really. Yeah, you're really driving people towards certain things, like true. You know what I'm saying, like you're not really giving them the truth about what life is.
Exactly. So. And we know that Disney is an American company or whatever. So this is primarily for an American audience. But like you said, like I'm saying, dude, it's some real shit that go down in these other countries where you get caught stealing, they chop your hand off. I was watching something recently online where some dude in one of them Hispanic countries where they tell you to hold your hand out and they shoot you in your fucking hand when you get caught stealing. Damn. And dude, this dude got both of them. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got caught stealing more than once. Nigga, hold your hand out. Damn. Blam.
You seen how they did homeboy that shot Big Poppy?
Nah, they caught him?
Well, they caught one of the dudes and they kicked the shit out of him. There's videos, they kicking the shit out of this dude. This dude is bloody and fucked up.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, he's fucked up. Yeah, man. They didn't kill him. They held him until the authorities came or whatever. But they was
street justice.
He's feeling every lick until the people's got there. Boy, yeah, man.
Damn, man. So hey, man, y'all go check out the Aladdin movie. You said Big Poppy.
What they call him?
What's his name again?
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz. Yeah. So he all right though?
Oh, David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he over here now. So,
okay. So I assume he was all right to transport from what country was that? Dominican Republic?
Yeah, DR, yeah.
Yo, it's been a lot of shit going down in the DR, bro.
Yo, I seen somebody post some shit. It was like, people talking about, the Dominican Republic is not safe right now, and this come from a man that lives in the Bronx. I'm like, I live in America and people getting killed every day, but if you live in France and you fucking reading on a report, fucking 20 U.S. citizens got shot last week, you might not feel nothing. But if you read fucking 20 Frenchmen fucking died, after coming to the U.S., you're like, hold up,
something going down, and they ain't for me. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That ain't where I want to be at.
As a U.S. citizen, looking at all the stuff that's going down in DR, couple dies, one gets sick from bleach poisoning.
Oh yeah, pesticides.
Others is missing. Yeah, one reported vomiting and diarrhea from this, that. Like, it's just back, and it's all at either the same hotel.
Resort,
or somewhere close by where that other resort was.
Right, yeah.
Where it's just like, nigga, hey, man.
Yeah, listen, it's not for me. I don't know. I don't think that's where I want to be at right now until this shit cool down.
From what I know, the stigma about DR is, you go down there.
Go down for cheap, yeah.
They go down for the low. There's some baddies out there. Mm-hmm. You can get a flock of Halle Berries for like $20.
Yeah, right. Facts. Yeah.
That's what I hear about DR.
Yeah.
Now that narrative has completely changed because now it's just like they murdering black folks, white folks. This chick got brutally beat like, yo, it's a lot of shit that's going
It
down.
seems
It's
a little
like,
rough.
nah,
That's
fam.
all I'm trying to say. It seems a little rough.
Like, it don't seem like a vacation spot to me no more.
It don't seem like no vacation. It's like, well, I might as well go to the hood where I'm from.
Exactly.
See how my day is at laying around.
Let me try my luck down in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. Let me go to the ugly corner and catch a suntan over the ugly corner.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, DR, it ain't looking too good, man. When the Big Poppy situation, I was like, damn. I was like, Big Poppy going down there, he getting
man. Dude
getting the
came out,
business too.
Yeah, man. They
got shot.
Ran right through him. He hit his homeboy in the leg.
Oh, really?
That sound like a hot fucking gun line, don't it? Pop you in the stomach and hit your homeboy in the leg. God damn, 2 birds, 1 stone. That's crazy. Not the joke, man. I mean, yeah, my condolences. Not condolences, but you know,
like
best
nigga, we get it popping down here, nigga. We popping Big Poppy.
Yeah, for real. Poppy gonna pop, man.
Oh man. On a serious note, can we say a hip hop legend?
Yeah, of course.
Hip hop legend.
Of course, man. Iconic legend, man.
Iconic legend. Bushwick Bill passed away this week. And unfortunately, a lot of controversy went down surrounding his death because people was reporting that he died before he actually died. So, you know, I guess I've seen different perspectives on that where people was just like, yo, man, if I'm actually fighting for my life and I'm still alive, I would hate for people to be reporting that I'm dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I understand that, but we also got to realize that this dude had stage 4 cancer, and I believe it was pancreatic cancer. I'm not sure exactly, but I know it was a stage 4 cancer that he had. And you know, R.I.P. to Bushwick Bill, man. My condolences go out to him, his family. You know, people that knew him, friends of his, and everything. It's you know, it's cancer. Cancer is messed up, dude.
Yeah.
And again, me being a medical professional and working in the hospital, I see people with cancer all the time, all kinds of lung cancer and bone cancer and this, that, and the third. Dude, it's not a pretty sight, man.
Breast cancer. I remember when my mom got diagnosed with that, man. I broke down for real. I was scared as fuck because it was one of those things where I always felt like, oh, this happens to other people. You know what I mean? It don't happen in real life. Like, you know, I don't know nobody that have these things or suffer from these things. And that when that happened to my mom, I mean, she's good now. You know what I'm saying? She's clear now. But however, you know, at that point, man, I really not knowing. I got to talking to a lot of people, and you know, just listening to a lot of people and listen to their struggles and them expressing, you know, their loved ones who have went through this stuff and everything like that. Man, it was definitely soothing to have those conversations for sure, man. And just to see my mom bounce back from that, I thank God. I feel blessed for it, you know. But cancer's a real deal thing, you know. Yeah. And there's people out there that, you know, get cancer from smoking, and then this is people that just get cancer because for whatever reason we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's a rough deal, man. It's a rough deal. So I mean, just you never know what somebody's going through, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we just got to start loving each other more and just talking to each other, man, and you know, sharing struggles, man. Because like I said, if you talk and express with people, you'll never know like who could identify with the struggle that you're going through.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Or vice versa, you know.
So you familiar with Bushwick Bill and his music?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you
Ghetto
think?
Boys, man, come on.
Yeah, what do you think that Bushwick Bill did for, you know, little people of the United States?
Ah, man,
Do we look at it that way? Or?
I don't feel like I looked at it that way. Like,
and if I'm not mistaken, he was a yard man, right?
Yeah.
Or
was that the Bush Babies?
No, I think it could have been. I think he was. Oh shit!
No, let's not do that.
But
let's not do that. Yeah. Well,
he was from the islands.
Right.
He had an island background.
Okay.
He was a Caribbean dude. I know that for sure. I don't want to say Jamaican, but he was a Caribbean dude. I know that.
He definitely had the off the wall bars. He was definitely one of the more humorous rap artists of the time. Was definitely he had that Method Man style before Method Man. It wasn't like with the flow of it, but it was just like, yo, you might hear some silly shit just cause it fits right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember he had this song that he came, because if a lot of people don't know that he came out with a solo album. I think it was just one solo album, and he had this song called Little Big Man. And what was the song? Bushwick, aka Chuck, 4'8" and straight, don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah.
I got the strength of 6 men with the heart to run up on the motherfucking 6'10". I swear. like he had some joyous, man. I used to fuck with Bushwick heavy back in the days or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also one of the most popular songs ever that comes on every fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
It always said,
when he did Punch in the Ground.
This year Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and the other boys are trick or treating, robbing little kids for bags. And you had him dressed up as a little kid in the video, because you know what I'm saying. You're a small dude.
Yeah.
So he looked like a little kid.
Whereas though you heard Scarface verses and everything, they were more serious. Like
yeah.
But his is just like on that type of shit. So like I said, man, he was like
got the high rags.
He had the humorous element to the shit, man.
Then we speeded up the pace, took a look back, and he was right before our face. It was going down, we planned, but this wasn't no ordinary man. He stood about 6 or 7 feet. Now that's the creep I be seeing in my sleep. Yo, man, R.I.P. to Bushwick Bill.
Hey, man, and shout out to Scarface, and you know what I'm saying. Just be honest with you, just it might sound insensitive, but like to take somebody like that serious, man, like.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's gonna be my rap group?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do me on these tracks, nigga.
Yeah. This dude is dope.
This dude is dope, man. So
like,
you know what I mean?
like let's not discriminate and look at because he a little dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this dude is dope. Regardless of whatever you think, however he look, that, and the third, this dude is fucking dope, man.
Yeah. So shout out to them for giving that man that respect, man.
Yeah,
he deserved respect.
Yeah, and like I was actually reading a story about him. Yeah. Oh, hold on one second. He was born in Kingston, Jamaica.
What? Boop, boop.
Bumbleclad yard man. Bullock shot for Bushwick Bill in the ear.
Yeah.
Gun finger in the ear.
Yeah, man.
So he was born with dwarfism, as we could see, and he first joined the Ghetto Boys as a dancer, and then became a rapper alongside Willie D and Scarface, a trio of pioneers of Southern hip hop and hardcore. Bushwick Bill was featured on the Ghetto Boys hit songs "Mind Playing Tricks on Me," "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster." He also released multiple solo albums. I thought he only released one, but multiple solo albums. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Condolences to Bushwick Bill, man. Yeah. So like you said,
shout out to Scarface and Willie D, man, because Willie D was I seen a little documentary about him, man. He was like a hardcore rapper back, freestyle kind of rapper.
Bushwick or Willie?
Willie.
Oh yeah.
He was like cooking up motherfuckers in the hood. Like he was known for freestyle and killing the mic.
Yeah.
And then him joining up with Scarface and everything like that. And like I said, shout out to both of them for bringing on Bushwick. You know what I mean? And looking past his shortcomings.
Yeah.
No pun.
And recognizes his talent.
Yeah, recognizes his talent.
So that's what's up, man.
R.I.P. man.
Again, R.I.P. to Bushwick Bill, man. If y'all get a chance, go ahead and check out some old Bushwick Bills, some old Ghetto Boys. If I'm not mistaken, well, I may not count how many numbers of albums that they got, but listen, to be honest with you, as far as lyrics go, it was Scarface #1, and to me, Bushwick Bill #2.
Yeah.
So I was always looking for the crazy shit that Bushwick Bill would say.
Yeah.
And then I recited some lines, but that was only the whatever I have in my head right now.
Right.
So man, check out Bushwick Bill, and again, R.I.P. to the legend. Hopefully his passing, or hopefully whatever he did in his lifetime is an inspiration to somebody else out there.
You know what, man? We need maybe we need to come up with it, man. But I think we need a new a hip hop platform that kind of just brings in everybody, man. It's more inclusive in the older and the newer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know what my, somebody who I was a fan of, you know what I mean, coming up, how they doing? Like, they're not healthy right now. Somebody should shout it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Such and such is in the hospital, or they're not doing well right now.
Yeah.
You know, let's send our love and prayers out to this person and shit like that. I don't want to have to necessarily just hear about it after they pass in the night. Yeah, not everybody wants to share what they're going through or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like we need more of a better platform that really, instead of just that post is just the sensationalized stuff and the things of now. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of.
Well, I guess
incorporates everything that's in hip hop. You know what I mean? Shouting out the people behind the scenes,
true,
the movers and shakers, and you know what I'm saying. Just something. I need a spot where all that is.
I think in general, I think it's out. I think all the information's out there if we want to look for it.
Yeah,
because
but
I feel like I've been hearing that Bushwick Bill. Like you said, it sucks that you have to hear that he got hospitalized or whatever. But I feel like I've been hearing that he had health issues for a while. I didn't know he had cancer or specific pancreatic cancer, but I've been hearing for a while that he had health issues. So, I mean, I don't know how exactly that would work, but I think like if we're a fan of X, Y, and Z, rapper, artist, singer, dancer, whatever, they all got Instagrams, they all got this, that, and the third, and we can, you know what I mean? I think that kind of takes away from having like dedicated platforms to saying, yo, this is what such and such is doing now.
Nah, man, like I said, man, yeah, man, like we got Revolt, we don't got BT no goddamn more, but you know what I mean? Like I just said, I'm not necessarily only, it's just something that is more inclusive, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just the bad about what's happening to somebody. Maybe they're good, or where are they now, or what's going on, what's up with this, and you know what I'm saying? Like I just wish there was like a centralized spot where you could get all of this, man. Like I feel like hip hop should be more of a community than it is.
Gotcha.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that definitely brings us together as a community. Yeah. Definitely. Seen the boy DJ Khaled a little salty this week.
Man, I respect that man for being salty, bro.
Why?
I respect the salt, man. I respect the Laries, man. Go ahead and sprinkle that. Go ahead and sprinkle that, man. Go ahead and sprinkle that sea salt, man.
Tell me why.
Go ahead and be that
why?
Little girl with the yellow umbrella. Yo,
why you expect the salt that DJ Khaled out here throwing on people game, fam?
Okay, listen. I get what people are saying about the DJ Khaled album. You know what I mean, some people say, yo, DJ Khaled album is like, yo, what they say? It's like you fucking. He just got the, instead of making an album, he just fucking picked all the dopest people, put them together, and now that's an album. Whereas though someone else might go in and create a body of work, and that's more of an album to them. Like he took a cheat code, therefore, you know what I'm saying, he shouldn't look for all the accolades that come for it. But you know what, man, I'm happy to see him express, you know what I'm saying, some saltiness, and I get it. It's more personal to him. Like, yo, this is an album like, yo, Father of Assad. Like, he would have expected that this moment would have been his. You feel me? He would have expected that. Look, at some
Get
point,
the fuck out of here.
No, I'm just no, real shit. Let me talk, my nigga. Yeah, listen. If I'm gonna dedicate this album to my child, whatever, and before I've dropped nothing but number ones. Hear me out.
All right.
I dropped nothing but number ones.
All right.
This slot right here is supposed to be mine. This is what I'm gonna come back and say. Yo, look, little man, I did this for you. This was a number one album. You feel me? So I could understand why he feeling some kind of shade towards it. I'm not saying it's right, my nigga. I'm just saying I could understand. It's more personal. Go ahead. Your comments are.
DJ Khaled, you act like a real bitch right now.
Nigga, he ain't act like, all right, let me act like a bitch. Let me act like a bitch.
Khaled,
Igor suck, dog. Tell the truth.
I agree. 1,000%. That
Igor
shit
suck.
trash.
Fuck all that shit.
But
fuck all that shit.
What
Who the fuck want to listen to Igor? That's what he's saying.
But okay, so the crazy thing is right?
Yeah.
You had like people like Schoolboy Q saying, "Yo, I think that this is one of Tyler's best albums,"
and I'm hearing people say that, bro, and like,
I disagree 1,000%.
I'm trying to find out what's dope about it.
But Khaled's salty ass is saying that nobody listened to this album.
He's saying he ain't heard it nowhere. That's what I'm trying to say.
And I ain't heard it nowhere neither.
So he saying, how could this be the number one album when I ain't heard it nowhere?
But we gotta also remember that Tyler the Creator and
music you could play.
No. What is it?
You could listen to. I make music that drive by in a car and you hear it.
Yeah.
That kind of music.
Yeah.
I make music that you walk in the barbershop and listen like he in there.
But also, DJ Khaled, you have to remember that there are underground artists. There are grassroots artists. It's people that still it's Odd Future, right? That's the name of the group.
Yeah, Odd Future.
It's still people that the Odd Future has a strong fan base, bro. We can't discredit that. Odd Future has a strong fucking fan base when we talking about Tyler the Creator, Frank Ocean. Who else come from the
Sid?
Whoever else.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator and Frank Ocean is the two most popular members from this group. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, when Obama was president, I think Malia Obama had a fucking Odd Future. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, she had an Odd Future shirt on. Da 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 da. Like, yo, this is a grassroots community where Tyler the Creator and everybody else in that group built their fan base up strong to where still now, even if me and you agreed, Igor was fucking trash, bro. It was a trash ass album, but it has a built-in fucking fan base, and it also goes back to what we saying about the whole podcast situation. Fucking Tyler the Creator probably got the damn cheat code. Yo, I built my fan base this way.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled, motherfuckers didn't like you when you was on 99 Jams in Miami.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand DJ Khaled. I didn't stream DJ Khaled's album like that. I'm not out here listening to DJ Khaled album like that. Nigga, you been making cookie cutter albums for a long
I'm not
fucking
saying
time.
He deserves
So
to be
just because you named this shit Father of Assad and supposedly you dedicated this shit to your son and named them executive producer of the album, you deserve. Nigga, you don't deserve shit,
I never
bro.
said deserve.
He feel like it though.
I was just saying that I understand where he's coming from. He thought this slot was open for him.
Exactly.
And he got hit over the head with some shit. So what, if you had expectations and a roadblock came up, you ain't gonna feel some type of way. That's human.
It is human, dude, but it like he just sounds salty. Oh, I'm
Nigga,
number two.
Oh, sounds
I'm
salty.
number two.
You've never salty in your life?
Yes, I have.
So what's wrong with a man sounding salty, bro?
I think in this sense, for him to throw shade on somebody else's creation, even though he didn't make any specific mention to Igor and Tyler the Creator. I listened to the album. Yeah. You listened to the album. I was just like, yo, let me check this shit out to see what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Nigga, we listened to it, right?
Yeah.
It's motherfuckers that actually listen to it. The cover art was a little appealing, where the nigga had the fucking slanted flat top like dude from the Rocky movie.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was the dude in the Rocky movie name? Drago.
Drago, yeah.
He had the slanted flat top like Drago from the Rocky movie or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was certain things that compelled me to be like, yo, man, let me check this shit out to see what it is. Like, this shit popped up on.
Yeah, I definitely checked it out, man. I even, like I said, I reached out to my brother. He's a musician. I was like, yo, please explain to me right now. I'm not stone shade. Explain to me what is dope about the Tyler the Creator Igor album. Tell me, what is it I'm missing?
Yeah.
What nuances should I look for?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That maybe I'm not.
And that's respectful.
Maybe I'm not seeing. You know what I mean? And he just kind of broke it down to me like, yo, look, goes back to what you're saying. Like, Odd Future has a cult following, bro. And it's brought them to this point where, you know, the content is definitely not for you. The content of the album is like a concept album about a man being in love with another man who's in a relationship with a female. And I was like,
is that what it's about? Bomba, and I catch that shit.
What? So how's this dope though? You know what I'm saying? It was just like the production of it, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how brave he was. He had no co-writers, nothing. He did all the production on himself. I said, okay, cool, but still, I can't see how it is dope. Like, number one,
you
dope.
Know what?
But that may be a hip hop purist hating on the younger dude. I am. It is. I do. It's It is to it.
But you're not hating.
I'm just saying, what my ear hears, I didn't hear it.
Exactly.
And I gave it a chance.
You're not hating. What we talked about when we talked about this album was it ain't for me and it ain't for you, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't. It just ain't for us.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, it's for somebody.
Yeah.
If people are listening to this shit, dude, it might be one of them situations where some albums have like a slow burn.
Yeah.
Where they drop and that shit been out for a little minute and then it's a song on this shit that just slowly fucking catch fire. And it's just like, yo, that's fucking with that song right there.
Yeah.
And I think that Igor is one of those albums where there's a song on there somewhere. I like I told you when we spoke about it on the podcast, I like one or two songs on an album. But there's a song somewhere in here that's gonna slowly catch fire and it's gonna go to the main radio airwaves, and me and you probably be like, yo, what's that? Oh, that's off that Igor album. Nigga, I listened to the shit one time and whatever. I think that Khaled, though, for him to throw shade, my album is an album that's created to that everybody's album is an album that's created for everybody to listen to.
Don't driving by in the car, you listen, you hear it.
Yes. Don't throw shade on somebody else's shit because you feel like your music ain't where it's supposed to be.
But ain't nothing wrong with being number 2. You know what I mean? We the second best. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I think? I think that's what's the solution for Khaled, and what I was thinking of since I heard this whole Igor situation. I think the solution for DJ Khaled is for him to find an artist, maybe a new artist, maybe an artist that's unheard of or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like what he tried to do with Ace Hood, man. But
yes, and I think that he and that artist need to collaborate on a project together. Yeah. Where it's just like Pete Rock and C.O. Smooth, where C.O. Smooth is a rapper.
No, he don't need to do any of that. He's successful. The man's complaining
He's very
about
successful.
Success. Your album is successful. It's not like
it's number 2.
It's number 2, man. Like, it's not like it didn't sell copies. It sold records, nigga.
Yeah.
It sold records. It just didn't get the title of number 1. But hey, you know what I mean? You're here to sell records. I thought that's what you was trying to do. Make dope music, for people to listen to in their cars,
And people are listening to it in their car.
So, like, he don't need to do that. It's not like he fell off. I don't know why people trying to paint him as somebody that fell off. I don't even know why he's wearing it as a like he fell off. Like, nigga, you didn't fall off because you had number 2, nigga. Like, come on, Jay-Z been number 2 his whole career.
Again, but what we spoke about before when we spoke about the Son of Assad
like
album,
Jay-Z, they say Jay-Z never owned the ear, so he's never been like the
But I'm saying fucking DJ Khaled, right? We spoke about this album before, and what I think that it needs to be a collaborative effort. I think it needs to be a situation where it's like, nah, nigga, like stop trying to play mad scientist and group a whole bunch of artists together. You pick an artist, groom that artist or whatever, and y'all come up with a fucking vision together, and y'all come up with an album where it's like DJ Khaled and such and such. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would make a cohesive album. Because right now it's just like, yo, nigga, you just going on formulas from way back when you dropped your first album or whatever the case is, and you just trying to be mad scientists and put a whole bunch of artists together, and you got beats that sounded like beats, songs that sounded like songs. Like, yo, nigga, that ain't it. And even though it was number 2, people that really listen to this shit really, really understand that, bro. They understand exactly what I'm saying and what we said on the last couple of episodes about the whole DJ Khaled album. So nigga, stop being fucking salty about the shit and celebrate your success as number 2.
He put the post down. Man. He put it up and pull it back down.
Yeah, post and delete.
Yeah, post and delete. So, you know what I mean? Well, I'm saying, like,
fuck out of here.
It's okay.
Nigga.
It's okay for you to express a little bit of salt every now and then.
Fuck out of here.
That's
nigga.
who we are, man. So
yeah. The boy Notorious Big got a street dedicated to his name.
Yeah, man.
St. James Place is also renamed Christopher Notorious Big Wallace Way. What's the difference between a way and a place?
Yo, that's how I suck as an individual in the United States of America, man. You can't. I don't know the difference. Court and Ave.
What's the difference between a court, a Ave, a circle, a way, a boulevard, a street? What's the difference, bro?
I have no fucking clue.
I've been trying to figure this out for years,
suck
dude.
As an American, I have no clue. Thank God for
because
Google
I live
Map and fucking Apple Map.
I live on a circle right now, right? But it's a half circle.
Yeah,
it's not a full circle. You know what I'm saying? And I've lived on a circle before.
Yeah.
I've lived on a street before, not a boulevard, but
yeah, I've lived on, what's the difference? What's a drive?
What's a drive, nigga? What's a university, nigga?
I don't know, man. I thought
what is it? Place, Ave,
road,
street, road, drive, university, circle, way. Like, what's the difference between all these shits, bro?
I have no motherfucking clue, bro.
Shit. So, in Brooklyn,
yeah,
the boy, Notorious Big, the corner of Fulton Street and St. James Ave, once located in the Red Line districts, got a new name on Monday, June the 10th, which was yesterday. Christopher. It's called Christopher the Notorious Big Wallace Way, named, of course, in the late great Biggie Smalls. The street name was a historic event that was years in the making. B.I.G., the first rapper of his kind to be honored in such a way, but previous attempts to name the street in his honor were shut down by activists who claimed that he was a bad influence on Brooklyn youth.
Well, you lost.
Right? City Councilman Robert Cornegie Jr., who grew up on one floor down from Wallace family in 226 St. James Place, just up the road in the corner from the late rapper's honors. Street name was a long time coming. Quote, the sign is important today. So the history of this place is told to our children and our children's children, he told the crowd, echoing earlier sentiments about gentrification concerns and the rising number of black men lost to gun violence.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna go on and read this whole article, but Lil' Kim was there.
Yeah, why Lil' Kim still looking at the Bride of Chucky out here, man?
Oh man,
she looks disturbing every time I see her, man.
Don't she? But you know what? The crazy thing is that, like, at this picture that I'm seeing right here,
just that angle's okay.
It's the most natural that I've seen her look in a long time.
Yeah, you see
but Bride of Chucky 100%.
Yeah.
So Valletta Wallace, Notorious B.I.G.'s mom, Christopher Wallace's mom, was there as well, and I think it's a good thing, man. I think it's a good situation, and even looking at this situation, if we want to think of something more recently, as in the passing of Nipsey Hussle, I think that eventually, the corner or Crenshaw and Slauson or whatever, I think that eventually will be named after Ermias Nipsey Hussle, Ashegdom. I don't know how to say his last name. Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
it's dope, man. It's dope to see that. I think, you know what I mean, like I said, we earlier in the podcast, I went to St. Augustine and to think about all the listening to some of the history and listen to some of the tyrants, some of the slave owners, people that just treated people gruesome, but because they had money, they have a lot of streets named after them.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fucking monsters in America that has had that currently have streets and monuments and fucking whole states and shit named after them, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying?
Cities, nigga.
There's some of them is on our money, nigga.
Yeah,
some
they
of them
on our money. Yeah,
worship on our fucking money, nigga.
Damn right. Yeah, man. There's a lot.
Yeah.
So just to see somebody that did something in their community, and that's somebody that other kids could look up to and say, hey, if I make a difference here and I represent here when I'm out of here, you know what I'm saying, like, I can inspire more to be great, man. So I love to see that, man. And shout out to everybody involved in getting that achieved.
Does that speak to a double standard? Because, like, think about this for a second.
Yeah.
You got Notorious Big, who lived to be, 25, 26 years old?
Yeah.
Supposedly he sold crack on that corner. We seen videos of him rapping and freestyling on that corner, block parties, this, that, and the third. Yeah. He went on to make great music and to be labeled one of, if not the greatest MCs / storytellers of all time, right?
Right.
But you have people that try their best to downgrade whatever it is that he did. Try to downgrade his influence on popular culture. Try to downgrade his influence on people like me and you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure it's at least one Biggie verse that you could probably quote for one word for word. Yeah. And I'm sure it's at least one Biggie verse that I could quote word for word, right?
Yeah, I got more than one, but
at least.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
So, like, why is it that people try to downgrade when we want to name a street after Biggie Smalls or when we want to name a street after Nipsey Hussle? But they don't have a problem with a Christopher Columbus, like a city named after something that Christopher Columbus came in and put in place, or Christopher Columbus Way, or this nigga got a motherfucking holiday.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and not just to pick on Christopher Columbus, but it's a lot of people like him in the United States history. Why is it that people are so willing to disperse or disregard him or disregard any kind of aggression towards Christopher Columbus or anybody else like him? But when it comes to Biggie Smalls now, we say, oh, well, he was a crack dealer. Just like what's her name said about Jay-Z. Yeah. What's the white chick name? Tommy Lauren. Oh, your husband was a crack dealer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nigga, Christopher Columbus was a fucking murderer. Yeah. This nigga murdered thousands upon thousands of fucking people, or instructed to murder upon thousands of people, but yet we got a holiday named after this dude. What's so bad about, yes, Biggie Smalls did wrong in his life by selling crack, right? But we just talking about a street here, bro. It might be a street from such and such. I'm not from New York, so it might be from this point to this point, but we just talking about a street. We ain't talking about a holiday. We talking about a national holiday where people get paid off for work and this, that. Like, yo.
Talking about a street, man. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. But like you said, they're L. We won, nigga. He got a street. So
yeah.
Who gives a fuck who the haters are? You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. Who cares? There's a street named after him. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
But, speaking of names, man, I was seeing something the other
only
day.
Christopher I acknowledge is Wallace.
Yeah, man. Hey, that'd be dope if they named it Biggie Smalls. You know?
Hey, man. Shout out to motherfucking
Notorious
Biggie,
Way. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. Dope. Fuck, take St. James Place or whatever it is. Yeah. Name
they should have took that off. You're right. They should have took St. James off there. Period. Yeah. You should let all the white people on that block should be filling out the fucking Christopher Wallace. On their fucking
take St. James Place off of there and just name it Christopher.
Every time they gotta fill out a job application
Wallace
or
Way,
sign up for something, they gotta write down Christopher Wallace, motherfucker. You
know my name. Say my name.
You gotta write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You call an Uber or a cab, you gotta say his name.
I live on Christopher Notorious Big Wallace Way. You gotta say the whole thing.
Say the whole thing. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Word.
Yeah, for real.
But man, speaking of names, man, I was watching something the other day. It came across my timeline. This is old. However, I didn't pay much attention to it back then. But Rick Ross, man, talking about the real Rick Ross though.
Real Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying?
Not the boss.
Not the boss. Not Rose.
Not Rose.
Talking about Rick Ross, man. And
Renzel.
I listened to the podcast, the Noriega Drink Champs podcast with Rick Ross on there, and it was a dope podcast, man. Dude, very intelligent dude, man.
Drink Champs still make podcasts?
Yeah, they still make a podcast, man.
Shit.
Every now and then they get a guest that's worth listening to that pops up. It's not as dope as it used to be, but every now and then, like I said, they have a guest that pops up that makes it worth listening to. So, like I said, man, Rick Ross is on there. You know, he's just speaking about his journey. You know what I'm saying? His stay in jail and, you know, him not being able to read and him learning how to play tennis at a young age and you know what I'm saying, how he got involved with crack and some of the things that he did to, you know, keep himself out of jail, and how they had to come up with a whole task force to take him down, and how he put out an investigation that got some dirty cops put in jail.
Supposedly, what I've been hearing is that Snowfall is loosely based on his life.
Okay.
But
like,
I don't know if that's true. Mm-hmm. But I've been hearing that Snowfall, one of the dopest shows out right now, is loosely based on his life. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, just seeing all that and everything like that, it made me think about like, yo, why Rick Ross ain't pay that man, bro?
For his name.
For his name. You use the man. You use his likeness. You use what
his name stood for.
What his name stood for, and you've created a image for yourself that, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily he's not you. You know what I'm saying? You were a correctional officer. You were this and that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you know, people give you the credit. He could rap. Rick Ross could rap his ass off. He could paint a picture. I give him the credit for that. But it's like, yo, I feel like I after listening to that interview, I end up feeling salty for Rick Ross. Now he did take it to court, but it you know what I'm saying, to no avail. It got dismissed, it got thrown out and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying, like, how do we feel about when somebody go ahead and just take somebody's likeness and all that? And how often are we doing that in the hip hop community? You know, you got Griselda, you know, you got Freeway. Yeah, Freeway.
He was the
original Freeway. Yeah.
Freeway Ricky Ross.
Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I mean? We take all these images of people that especially when we take all these gangsters, all these mob bosses, and name ourselves after them, where these people are racist as fuck.
50
and they don't.
Cent.
Yeah, these people are racist as fuck, and they don't even like black people anyways. So to see, you know what I'm saying, Rick Ross take another black man's name, you know what I'm saying, it is a good acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying, for the black community. But at the same time, like the man's out now. Like, how come Rick Ross have never reached out to the man and, you know what I'm saying, got with him and do something with him?
I guess it's a sense of pride, and I guess it's a sense of where, yes,
because your image will tear down.
It definitely would, but I guess it's a sense of, and you know what I mean, I'm speaking hypothetically here. Yeah. It's my talent that brought me where I am. If you look at it and you say, hey, maybe regardless of the name, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, I'm P Double. A lot of people would say to me, yo, Prodigy, when he came out, he said, yo, his name is P Double, it's the P-E-E, You know what I'm saying? Killer Kel, whatever the case is. Yeah. A lot of people would say, yo, other people came up with this first or whatever. Like, yo, man.
But that's the man's real name, though.
It is.
Ross is the man's real name.
Is his name Richard? Ricky?
Yeah. Well, Richard, but Ricky
Ross.
Yeah, Ricky Ross, yeah.
True. But what, I guess, to counter the argument, Rick Ross, the rapper, would say, listen, yeah, people knew about him, but it's my talent that got the name Rick Ross in the air. Can we deny that?
No, I mean, I wouldn't feel that way. I feel as though Rick Ross, he was definitely popular in the West Coast for what he was doing, and you know what I'm saying, being a billionaire off crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like just like Frank Lucas or anybody else, his name would have rang bells and sprung up. How did Rick Ross hear about it? He heard about it through fucking reading about him and everything like that as well. So he's not from the West Coast. So, you know what I'm saying, he heard about it just like anybody else could have heard about him at that point.
Exactly.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Even in the song, like, you know what I mean, the Everyday I'm Hustling. In the song, he's like, yo, I know Noriega. The real Noriega.
We know he lying.
Yeah. You
lying.
Don't know the real Noriega.
You don't know.
So it's like you've been selling a fucking image based on a drug dealer's name.
Yes.
And you ain't fucking paying no kind of homage to that drug dealer.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny? The funny what you say about that too is that I was thinking about, like, because I be thinking about different get money hustles and ways to get money or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, yo, man, when somebody or we or whoever need to come up with a fucking t-shirt company, and use lines like that where sensationalized lines that we remember.
Yeah.
The real Noriega, he owed me 100 favors.
Yeah.
And just come out with t-shirts and sell them shits, nigga, with fucking rap lyrics on that shit. Yeah. Because what are you gonna do? You gonna sue me for one line that I said in a fucking song?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, what is it? When you look up in the sky, what do you see? Opportunity, nigga. I'm an opportunist.
Yeah. True. You're right, man.
What Jeezy said? What Jeezy said? I watch birds. What said something like what he said? I'm infatuated with the birds. I watch Animal Planet.
I ain't catch that one, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like different lines that you can come up with. Yo, put that shit on a t-shirt because a lot of them lines they kind of resonate in our hearts or whatever. And for me, nigga, I have never sold drugs. Yeah. Never sold a fucking brick. Nothing like that in my life. But like I look at it and I listen to it and I try to apply it to different aspects of my life to make it a little bit more relatable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Fucking Freeway, what you were saying, why Rick Ross ain't ever paid to use the name or whatever because that's his real name. I think he should. I think there should be a portion or you know what I mean, whether it's 5%, 6%, 10%, whatever it is. Like, yo, nigga, that's a hard ass name. Rick Ross. It just sounds like a dope ass name. Yeah. And you should pay for that shit. Yeah. Especially
you made it a hot life. I made it a hot fucking song. Like, come on, man.
You should get paid for that shit, man.
Yeah, it should be something that goes towards that, man. Although the real Rick Ross, he's his prison stay teaching people how to fucking play tennis and shit in the prison because he used to play tennis when he was a jit and. You know what I'm saying? He studied the law and he was able to beat his own case, you know what I'm saying, reduce his own sentence because of, you know what I'm saying, some technicalities that he figured out and he's helped out a lot of people. And I think he has a really dope story, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he's going to have continued success, you know what I mean, even on this second half of his life, coming out of prison or whatever. But,
True.
I was just thinking about it, man. It's kind of hard, man, like to think about me building something, a name or a character for myself and then somebody just come behind me and just like, all right, I'm gonna run with the rest of this, man. Killer, I got this. I'm killer now.
Nigga. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a hard pill to swallow, man.
Yeah,
definitely, man.
Yeah.
We seen recently Sephora said that they closing 400 stores or they closed. I'm not sure if they did it or not because this is June 11th. We recording as of recording, and they closed. Supposedly June 5th was the day that they were supposed to close. At least 400 stores for diversity.
So that's already happened.
It had to. Yeah. If it did happen.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm
not
sure because I
never.
You don't shop at Sephora.
I mean, I shop there to go get a gift card. And,
that's about it.
Yeah.
Once a year, nigga.
Yeah, once a year.
You know what I'm saying? So technically, nigga, you don't shop at Sephora. I don't shop at Sephora either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they supposedly closed all 400 stores for some kind of diversity inclusion training.
Similar to Starbucks. Because remember, Starbucks did that shit a while back when. What was the situation that happened with Starbucks again? With the two gentlemen that sat there waiting on a business partner and they were asked to leave if they weren't buying a coffee or buying anything. Yeah. So it started off with SZA. SZA last year. Was it last year or was it this April? Yeah. Might have been recently. I'm not sure. But she went to Sephora and she was shopping there. And some employee of the store ended up calling security on her. Mall cops came, Paul Blart and them niggas came up. And it was just like, yo, what you doing here? And they didn't realize who she was. And, she was just like, yo, man, I'm here buying shit. I ain't got no reason to steal, da-da-da-da-da. And she posted something on Twitter about it, right? Yeah. And she said, LMAO, Sandy Sephora, location 614, Calabasas, called security to make sure I wasn't stealing. Can a bitch cop her Fenty in peace or what? Right? And that caused a lot of her fans to kind of get behind her and try to figure out the situation and see what's going on. And then she also posted,
Fenty is a line that's created by Rihanna back in 2017. Very popular, very profitable line by Rihanna, and Rihanna responded by giving her a gift card.
Yo, that's funny as shit. You bought somebody a gift card.
Hey.
How much was on that gift card?
Hey,
because I know there's a limit. You're like,
hey.
Yeah. You can't buy but so much on the gift card. How much?
Whatever it is, it came from the boss in charge of the whole situation.
Okay, the boss.
The shit that is named after.
Yeah.
Rihanna bought her a gift card, and she posted on Twitter, quote, "Go buy your Fenty in peace, sis." And our SZA responded, "Tonks, queen."
Tonks.
Tonks.
Shout out to Island.
Shout out to the Island folks. Tonks, queen. And since then, now, like I said, we haven't really heard much about it. But Sephora released a statement. It said, Sephora is a client-centric company, and creating a welcoming space for all our clients is a top priority. The, quote, "We belong to something beautiful," end quote, campaign has been in the works for a year, and the plan for us to close our U.S. stores, distribution centers, call centers, and corporate office for 1 hour.
1 hour, that's all they close.
For a 1 hour inclusivity workshop within our 16,000 employees has been in development for over 6 months. So this has happened last year. Timed with our first campaign chapter debuting on June 6th. The store closure is a part of a long journey in our aspiration to create a more inclusive beauty community and workplace, which has included forming employee resource groups, building social impact and philanthropic programs, and hosting inclusive mindset training for all supervisors. While it is true that SZA's experience occurred prior to the launch of the, quote, "We belong to something beautiful," end quote, campaign, the campaign was not a result of this tweet. However, it does reinforce why belonging is now more important than ever. Our entire organization is excited to set aside this time to recommit to building an environment of inclusion. We'll be discussing what it means to belong across many different lenses that include, but are not limited to, gender identity, race and ethnicity, age, abilities, and more. This week marks the first step in our journey, and with the goal of ensuring everyone feels welcome in the beauty category, we hope that "We belong to something beautiful" helps further foster that belief for the benefit of our clients, for the benefit of the industry, and our communities at large.
How much they paid you for that ad, nigga? You read the whole motherfucking thing?
Hey, man. I don't...
Shout out to Sephora. This nigga getting the bag. I don't know.
Not even that.
Riri, what you doing? You said, my nigga.
Hey, I don't read much, man. But sometimes I be trying to flex my skills to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I can still pronounce these big-ass words and this, that, and
in front of an audience and all that.
In front of the audience.
Okay,
I'm on the spot right now. I got to be able to read.
I feel you. So y'all know I get. They sent me to school for a reason. You bitch, you. I got this. Hell, man.
Hey, what Jadakiss said? You want to hide something from a nigga, hide it in a book, nigga. I can read that motherfucking book. So
real,
hide it from me, nigga. I'll find it. I'll find it, nigga.
Find them books, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Yeah, for real. But yo, man. Shout out to Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fenty, you know what I mean? Rihanna got more money than Beyonce, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
What is 600 mil?
Like 7. Climbing up there. Climbing up there, man.
Oh my damn.
So I have to drop another album, man. She with you.
Drop one of Clue's mouth.
Yeah. You remember?
Drop one of Clue's bonds for Rihanna and Fenty, nigga. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Hey,
shout out
it's
to
my girl
Riri,
birthday coming to suit. I might cop her some motherfucking Fenty just for
yeah. So she can feel like a bad gal.
On GP.
Feel like a bad gal. You better wind up in some high heels too for me for that one day. Yeah.
Wine on it.
Shout out to that, man. Yo, you seen Tracy Morgan, man? They say he copped the Bugatti, not even $15 million for this later. Some lady hit him with a Honda CRV.
Yeah, I seen it. Somebody took a picture from a city bus. They was passing by on the city bus. They took a video. It was just like, damn, nigga, this fucking Bugatti got into an accident with a fucking CRV. And you see fucking, what's his name? Tracy Morgan out there on the phone talking to the insurance or to the cops or whatever, complaining like, nigga. And I think even 50 Cent posted about it. 50 Cent was just like, yo, nigga, you might as well sell that shit now, nigga. That shit's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, I mean, like, just to change.
It's now an accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We all see.
Carfax got you, B.
Carfax got you, man, for real. Because, I mean, they even that, when the Bugattis first kind of dropped, well, Bugatti, the line has been around, but like the newer versions of the Bugattis or whatever. Yeah. Dropped. We seen the dude that ran off into the water with that bitch. You remember? We all saw that video, and to this day he can't get it off. Like because he tried to file an insurance claim, and then the video came out showing that he was responsible for it. So he's been trying to sell that Bugatti for a minute now, but nobody wants to buy it because saltwater damages and everything like that. And those cars, I mean, those aren't cars you repair, my nigga. That's just
nigga.
That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just to change the tire on that shit because the tire is glued to the wheel. It's something like $25,000. Oil changes be like something like damn near $10,000 or some shit like that. It's
I
like
saw that.
Everything about the fucking car is expensive as fuck. So I can imagine how. I mean, even when I'm driving on a regular street and I see something I can't afford, man, I'm staying the fuck away from it.
Yeah.
I'm not driving next to that shit. Like, I can't afford that shit.
Yeah.
Let me not park next to this shit and let me not drive too close to that motherfucker because I can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can imagine if somebody hit my fucking Bugatti, I am pissed.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am pissed, man.
Hell yeah.
Like, yo, what?
Hey, man.
But why you have a Bugatti in New York, though? That's wild. You wildin'. You wild.
Damn, hustle, man.
Yeah, that ain't the place you want to have a Bugatti at.
Stop it, B.
New York, man. Yeah.
Stop it. Like, yo, you got to realize that, yo, man, in New York, it's different, bro. If those ain't ever drove in New York or anywhere up north, dude, it's different, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking different.
It's a different element.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I be looking at my little Dodge truck and shit, and like, yo, nigga, I don't want to scratch my rims or whatever, nigga. Everywhere up there, niggas got scratched ass rims. They got fucking rubber that they sell to put on the side of your shit, just not to scratch your rims, bro.
For real, that's crazy.
So I mean, dude, it sucks to get in the accident. Period. I done been in accidents before. But for Tracy Morgan and being this fucking Bugatti, and I'm sure he had a whole entourage of people behind him or driving in front of him or whatever. That shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey man, your shit ain't never gonna the value ain't never gonna come back, bro.
Done, bro. That's
it's
done.
That
it's
value
done. That's depreciated.
How many millions you think that shit knocked off the value of his car?
He probably could get like a good like $800,000 for it now.
Okay, so even with that now, Bugattis and shit like that, I assume that these cars is all built for speed, right?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of buying a Bugatti?
But I think
other than saying, "Hey, I got the money to do."
I think he had the Bugatti, the version where, like, yo, there's certain cars like they don't allow you to buy the second version unless you own the first version, right? So it's like, yo, to get like, you know what I'm saying, a LaFerrari, you have to have own a Ferrari before that, and this version of Ferrari and everything like that.
Yeah. And
you have had to only have had driven it this X amount of times and XYZ and everything like that.
Is that the case?
They have crazy criteria for buying these luxury cars, dog. You don't just go in there and cop them shits like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you talking about from the dealer
from
itself.
the dealer itself. So people buy it and then buy it secondhand or whatever.
Yeah.
Buy it, you know. So then they even paying more of a markup at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because you're paying for my whatever. So yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I don't know. If I had the money, like fuck it, I ain't buying them bullshit. Man, fuck all that.
Hey man, I was on the road the other day. I took a video of a fucking Lamborghini truck. It was the first time I ever seen one on the road. The only time I ever seen one was through these rappers or whatever. And then even on the road the other day, I was driving. I saw a McLaren. I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A McLaren on the road. I was tempted to take a fucking video, but the traffic was kind of heavy. Yeah. It's like, nah, nigga,
I ain't trying to crash.
Yeah,
take a picture of this bullshit.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, a lot of these cars, man, is just to symbolize that, yo, I got money. Yeah. And we think about Tracy Morgan. unfortunately, we think about Walmart.
Did they say how much money he got from Walmart?
A whole lot.
Whole heap. We can't get that next Bugatti.
Whole heap of bumbuck money.
We can't get one next Bugatti, yo.
Sell out and buy one next one, brother.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah. So, hey, man. Yeah. We feel sorry for you, but we don't really feel that sorry for you, nigga. I
feel sorry for that lady that did it though. That's like
true. But you
poor auntie.
You still driving a Bugatti, and it's a crashed one nonetheless.
Yeah.
But still, nigga, you driving a Bugatti. I'll probably never drive a Bugatti in my life. So hey, man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Pay your insurance money. Yeah. Sell a car. Whatever the case is, it ain't a loss to you because you still got that Walmart money coming in, homeboy.
Never have shit.
Right?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
For real, man. Yeah. So I sent you a video. I don't know if you checked it out, but it's a compelling video that's out right now.
Oh man, this video, this person is smarter than I am, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
All right. So
they came up with a dope ass concept and executed, man.
True. So I'm gonna put this video out. Hopefully we don't get no copyright strikes, and the reason why I don't think we will is because this artist is an upcoming artist, and he's not on a major label.
Yeah, and so I'm pretty sure he wants this to be circulated and
definitely
spoke of.
So he wants. I would assume that he wants that this video to be seen by more than just his fan base, and this is one of those reasons or one of those purposes why. So what we'll do is we'll look at this shit and we'll break it down in 3 verses, right? Because it's 3 verses, 3 different perspectives, and we'll comment on those 3 different perspectives, and that's what it is, man. So let's check this shit out, man. It's called Gang Shit, and it's by an artist named Marlon Craft. So check this shit out. Hold on, let me turn the motherfucking volume up before I do that. God damn, I forgot to turn the motherfucking volume up, man.
Yeah, it looked like the fucking cop from Breaking Bad on this motherfucker too.
Don't it? Shout out to the cop though. You know,
Some people gonna say I'm racist for saying that because he's a bald head white dude. They all look alike, huh?
My name John and I'm a city cop, and I'm just tired of these let me not. They try to paint me as racist, but see I'm really not. Call me pork, so I put them on they belly at every stop. And they scared, what a joke, how about how I feel? Check the crime rate, look at my eyes behind my shield. I'm scared, this is a job, this how I find my meals. So if they gon' lie and steal, I'ma make them lie from steal. And I think my life do matter more. I seen too many of these people kill without remorse. Used to be 3/5 of a man, but I think half is more accurate. How they celebrate savageness in a patterned form. My family raised me not to trust them. Fuck you, they ain't wrong. These other cops are my brothers, and they be wishing us harm. They told me that it's our culture to make sure that they suffer, and I can't break the bond. It's all I got. I'm faithful, dog. Shit. I bleed blue like I'm a Giants fan. To question my ways to stop flowing my veins. So I ain't slowing the day. I'ma keep everyone safe from these black bastards. And that's word to my gang, gang, gang. I'm just riding for my gang, 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 gang.
Alright. So the first verse of this song was dedicated to
or of the perspective of
police officers. And damn, hold on one second. Damn, this shit ain't recorded. This shit, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, bring that one back. Pull up.
No, it's okay. I'll insert it. It is what it is, man. So it was recorded from this perspective of police officers.
Yeah.
Did he get that accurate?
I've always felt that way, to a certain aspect of. Yes, it's a gang mentality. But also it's hey man, this is my job and I want to go home. So if I have quotas to meet and things of that nature, I'm just doing my job. And if it's easier to arrest, the Indian people because they're predominantly out here doing some shit, or it's easier to fucking get a case on them, I'm gonna surveillance them. Or what I'm saying, if it's white people out here doing fuck shit and it's easier for me to make a case and show that I'm doing my job and meet my quotas, I'm gonna go fucking surveillance them. Yeah, like I feel that way. Yeah, and but I mean, for him to insert like words like nuz and half of a man, like I don't know if that's how, and I could imagine there's officers out there feel like that, but like I can't say that was his interpretation of it, so I don't know.
True. So I think I sent you a text or something.
Yeah.
Where they was talking about the study. They did a study, right? And they did a study of cops' Facebook accounts. 1 in 5 had posted racist, violent content, right? And it says on Saturday, which is last Saturday, Injustice Watch and BuzzFeed published an investigation into racist and violent social media posts by current and retired police officers. The article by Emily Horner and Rick Toluski came out of a collaboration between the Plainview Project, which examined the Facebook accounts of police officers from the 8th departments across the country. Plainview Project looked at the accounts of about 2,900 current police officers and 800 retired police officers. Horner and Tolsky reported that the project sought to compile posts, comments, and other public activity that could undermine public trust in the police and reinforce the views of critics, especially in the minority communities. The police are not there to protect them, right? The researchers found that more than 5,000 posts and comments that met their criteria. Of the officers who could be identified on Facebook, 1 in every 5 of the current officers, 2 in every 5 of the current retired officers made comments that met the standard, typically by displaying bias, applauding violence, scoffing at due process, or using dehumanizing language.
All right. Okay, we don't gotta read no more, man. It's inexcusable, but I don't think it's exclusive to just them. I know black people that posted shit like that.
Yeah.
So if I had to survey my friends, I would say fucking all my black friends, I would say probably 70% of them will post something. You know what I'm saying? In that vein.
True. But
I feel like it's a human thing to do to a certain aspect. I understand they represent the law and all that, but that's for
the difference. That's the difference. That's the main difference.
That's for. I would assume that as at my job I'm this, at my job I ain't this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And certain things I ain't gonna go to my workplace and saying, but it's probably how I feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But when I'm on my job, that's not how I feel, because this is my job, and my job is not to represent that. So you know what I'm saying?
But if you look at it from the outside looking in, right? Because we not police officers, we not part of any police departments. But from the outside looking in, if yo Coconut Creek, Coral Springs, Deerfield, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, whatever, if those police officers, if 1 out of 5 of them, and there's a lot of police officers per precinct, per district, per city, per whatever. If 1 out of 5 of them is posting shit that's anti me and you, black folks, Hispanic folks, whatever, advocating violence against, you know what I'm saying? How are we to look at the police the officers as a whole?
I look at it like I said, man. Human is to do that. And if I said like 1 out of 5 of your friends probably have posted something in those veins, that's just telling me that these are humans. So,
but I know you're saying that, but what I'm saying is that the difference between those 1 of 5 friends or whatever, they aren't a part of this gang.
Yeah, but
here.
This is how you feel. We all feel these ways. Yeah, we all have these sentiments and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I feel this way here, but if I go to work, I don't do it. So, if they posting about all that, is that to say they're acting on it? You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's right for them to do. I would say unless they've written something that say, hey, listen, you can't do that. But then, you know what I mean, we're not knowing, you know what I'm saying, who's the ops or who's feeling like what and da da da. Mm-hmm. But you know what I mean, you're not gonna change. What are we saying? Are we looking for a change of officers not posting shit like that, or are we looking for a change of people that aren't human, or what? No. What are we saying?
What we're saying is that we're looking for a lot of the departments. When things happen, they say, "Oh, it's only a select few." It's only a select few of these cops that are racist. It's only a select few that feels like that. To me, one out of the 5 is more than a select few.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If your department comprises of 100 officers,
and 1 out of fucking 5 of you niggas is a fuck nigga too. So it's.
But again, if 1 out of 5 niggas we know is a fuck nigga, they are not responsible for protecting the community. They're not responsible for upholding and with the law and this, that, and the third. They're not responsible for being people that's held as a higher member of society, because a lot of dude, let's be real, a lot of white folks hold these police officers as higher ranking members of society. So it's if you're a police officer, you hold a position of privilege, you hold a position of power, you hold a position of, I am morally more responsible than me and you. I am morally and physically and lawfully more responsible, and I have a higher integrity than me and you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, because I mean, yeah, they do have to take certain levels of moral tests. Have you smoked weed, or have you stolen? Have you broken the law? You have to go through pass all those criteria before becoming a police officer. So yeah, I mean, they need to do a better job in examining the officers that they choose and pick. But like I said, I feel like you're right. However, I just feel like people often forget that these people are human beings, and because of the position, there's people that hold them higher, but they're not.
Got you.
They all fuck niggas just like everybody else you know.
Got you. All right, let's check out the second verse, man.
Gang, 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 gang. I'm just riding for my gang, 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 gang. America, whole lot of gang shit. America, whole lot of gang shit. America, whole lot of gang shit. Gang, 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 gang. My name's James and I'm in the clan. My family been down for a 4-generation span. It's not about the hatred, man, it's love for our nation. The white place, so we took savages and enslaved and tamed them in these white threads, as hereditary as this white skin. I ain't have a say soon as I was of age, I was in. And if I have to, I resort to violence, cause they try shine colors in a country made for white men. And we're poor too. Boo-hoo, all of you lefties complain about your oppression and pain, while all of these Mexicans came and take all our jobs and our lanes. And I don't blame corporatist games, cause I want the spoils and fame. I could have more too, that could be me one day. That's why I love Trump, cause he see my way. We gon' make America white again, cause I don't wanna compete with people who work harder than me, cause we all spited them. And if I consider that how we living is wrong, that would mean that I would have to concede that the sale and beating of those bodies was uncalled for, that it was all the murder and rape that got us these Sundays at the golf course, that we as heinous as they try to make us out to be. Why would I even try? There's nothing in it for me to not treat it as a lie. So far as I'm concerned, all the blacks, Jews, and the gays, and the Muslims, and the Mexicans can leave or die. I do it all for the clan. These are my brothers, they understand me, we all understand each other. Don't tell me that our fathers and mothers should be ashamed. I'm riding out forever for my gang, 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 gang. I'm just riding for my gang, 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 gang.
Yo, dope. You said this is a white artist?
Yeah.
Yo, he is dope. To
Marlon Craft,
articulate,
shout out to Marlon Craft.
Marlon Craft, shout out to you, man, for him to how he articulates everything and conveys everything. I think that's pretty dope, man. But this one right here was from the perspective of a KKK true racist person that don't only hate black people but hates Jews and every other ethnicity besides white people, and feels like everybody else, if you're not white, get the fuck out of the country. Shit, man, hate that's in everybody's heart, man. And
true,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you smoke weed, you want to hang out with people that smoke weed too, and hateful people find other hateful people, and they all hate together. So what that seems like. It's a representation of a person that
I think more than
chooses to be hateful.
I think more than anything is that he's trying to find a perspective on these songs, right? And with this song, the perspective of it to me is, especially this second verse with the white supremacist, the KKK member. I was born into this, and this is how I live, and this is why I I side with Trump or I identify with Trump is because
didn't the officer say something in regards to Trump as well? I believe. I think at least two next verse is coming up. I think all of this. Trump is always a centralized symbol of hate. I feel like.
True, but what I guess what these people are, what his artistic representation of these people are, we're not doing anything wrong. Yeah. This is what I was born into. This is what I recognize with. I'm trying to show y'all that, hey, I'm just trying to preserve my people in this situation. You know what I'm saying? My people are being attacked because we having people that's coming in this country voting illegally, so to say, or working illegally, and it's taken from jobs that I think
Obama said it best. Obama said like, "Yo, listen, to make change, we have to understand everybody's perspective and or try to listen to everybody's perspective."
True,
and I think it's fair enough that he's depicting this perspective of a white supremacist. I think it's true to what I believe it is.
Yeah,
for white supremacists, and you know what I mean. I might like he, to an extent, I can't fault him for feeling that way because,
got you.
Like you said, this is what I was born into, and I'm trying to preserve what looks like me. And like I said, if you watch fucking Family Feud and the Horowitzes fucking perform against the Johnsons, I'm rooting for the Johnsons because I'm going for who look like me. It's just a natural thing to do. So I'm riding for my gang. You know
so is it a way for us to humanize them though?
Humanize? I can't. I can, but
I don't want to say that was his intentions behind this, because I think that his intentions was to, one, make a dope song, and it's a dope song, got a dope beat, he got a dope voice, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. I got to give him his credit for everything that he's done on this song, but I think that his intention was for everybody to look at everybody's perspective, and we're going to get into the last perspective at the end of this, but you had the cops' perspective, you have the white supremacists, the KKK or whatever, you have their perspective. So far, he's
taking the Jordan Lucas route.
True. Yeah. Do we, with our knowledge of culture, is he accurately representing, or what we consider would be accurately, is he accurately representing what's going on with here so far with the cops and the
I think he's highlighting the fears that we have of these people and what we're scared of, the thoughts that they do have. So it's not necessarily the thoughts that they have, but these are what we fear from a person that has these thoughts. So that's what's being highlighted.
Okay, true. So let's go on and let's go to the last verse.
I'm just riding for my gang.
And at the end of this, I want to talk about the family aspect that he's putting in this video.
America, whole lot of gang shit. America, whole lot of gang shit. America, whole lot of gang shit. Gang. My name Marcus and I'm in the feds. I've been locked up for 4 years and 6 is left. I got 10 for armed robbery, shit, and honestly, I ain't even want to do it. And it's hard not to get depressed with dying here. Was banging colors since a youngin'. Was born into a gang cause of the block that I grew up in. I done seen many die and a few folks kill. But when the world won't give you nothing, shit, you gon' steal. And my gang was all I knew. Brothers amongst the madness, drugs and death all around us, and we was angry and callous. The gang shit was all we had, we made mistakes and were misled. But while my gang got me in jail, yours got you home in bed. Riddle me that, my skin black, as simple as that. The hatred you both got for me is all written in fact of our institutions. You confused and feel like getting me back. For what? For living poor in conditions that's whack? You claim that I strike fear in you, but what you feel is you. For me to live how you call clean would be a miracle. The data's empirical. You hate it when my people march for me, but don't you too scream cause you feel they ain't hearing you. Shit, your whole premise is false, but I won't waste no time trying to break your prejudice walls. Point is, we all on some gang shit, loyal to what we taught, believing what was passed down, our community's theme of thought, and I'm the only one in cuffs for it. If I get out a better man, I'm still fucked for it. You turn the TV on and look, you got Trump for it. The president is in your gang, bitch, and you still pointing me to blame. Should I pray that when I get out, shit ain't all the same, but it's a cold world to be alone. And when the whole place that you grown and treat you like dogs in the rain, shit, I might fuck around and call gang. Gang. I'm just riding for my gang. America, whole lot of gang shit. America, whole lot of gang shit. Gang.
Yeah, the horns is dope on this shit,
right?
Some New York undercover shit. Shout out to you, Marlon Craft, man.
So how you feel about his representation in the last verse?
I feel like the representation in the last verse is the same representation of the first and second verse, where he took the scariest person from an element and it presented to you and try to give you the perspective from that person, like i.e. a gang member. All black people don't grow up in gang environment.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Are subjected to, even though down here there's not a lot of gangs out here that I know about. But niggas still do fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Repping for their set, their clique, whatever it is. Not necessarily gang member shit though. But I felt like he did a good job in the sense that, you know what I mean, like he presented like, look, I could imagine people that grew up in the areas where being a gang member is like your only option, pretty much, man. It's like you take this set. There ain't no way else to survive. Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, there's a whole lot of gang shit happening over here. You know what I mean?
Got you.
No, that's all you ever seen, and those are the heroes of your block. Those are the heroes of your neighborhood. So you know what I mean. Growing up, wanting to be in that light, I could understand all that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he saying that they robbed a fucking store. He was apprehensive to do it. That's not something he really wanted to do. Well, he did it anyway, and now he's serving 10 years for it. And like you said, paying attention to the family element in the video, that was a dope representation where, everybody else, they said all the dirty and ugly truth about themselves, but at the end of the day, they all went home and smiling and taking care of their sitting with their family. Yeah. Whereas though Marcus, the black man, he was missing. There was a chair missing for his in his scene, and that family, could be up to some whole lot of gang shit because that's a torn family right there anyways.
So do you think that what he did in this song was kind of represent black folks as victims of the society? Because if you look at the video, you have the police officer in the beginning that did a whole lot of gang shit. He goes to his family and he eats. You have the white supremacist that did a whole lot of gang shit. He with his family and he eats. Then you have and my representation or conclusion with all this shit is all of it is wrong. The gang shit that I'm doing with the police is wrong. The gang shit that I'm doing with the white supremacy is wrong, and the gang shit that I'm doing with the black folks is wrong. But as the black person, my gang shit is landing me in prison. Everybody else is able to come home and eat with their family, but yet my family have to eat by themselves because my gang shit caused me to serve however much. He said it in the song. I forgot exactly what he's talking about and however much time he served already or whatever. But his gang shit, the black person's gang shit, is causing him to serve prison time. But the white people gang shit, they're able to go home to their families every single night.
Well, I mean, the difference is in I say for the KKK member or the white supremacist version of the song where the white supremacist was like, yo, he was blaming everybody else in this country for his downfall and his shortcoming. He's like, yeah, I'm poor and all this and that and the third. Yeah. But it's not my fault. It's their fault. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas though Marcus was like, yo, y'all built a fucking society where I can't win. What you want me to do? I'm going to go ahead and take it.
But it's kind of like the same thing though.
Nah, it ain't, because one did an action and one is just complaining.
Which one is complaining?
Marcus is complaining. No, I'm sorry. The white supremacist is complaining about his circumstances and blaming everybody. But he didn't say, I'm fucking going to. He said, I want y'all all or y'all could die. You know what I'm saying? But did he kill anybody? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Did he die? He said everything he said is word driven, whereas though Marcus actually took action and robbed someplace and got caught. So therefore he should be in jail. Okay, so and that's the dilemma, because a lot of people look at it and say, well, the circumstances of your upbringing or wherever you were brought up, all you need to do is work hard and you can overcome. We know the narrative. You're saying there should be some more rehabilitation for Marcus maybe not necessarily 10 years. However, he should, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100%. I think there should be some more rehabilitation for Marcus. There should be some more, we understand that this is a society that you're raised in. Mm-hmm. We understand that, it wasn't right what you did. We're not condoning what you did. It was wrong what you did. Mm-hmm. But we need to look at the society that we creating and understand why you did what you did.
I hear you, but I mean, the minutes we have to be careful with that too, because you know what I mean. Like, if there was no harsh punishment for a crime, like, then everybody be committing the crime. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if like we talking about a fictional character right here, imaginary character. So, but if the circumstances where he picked up a gun and robbed someplace, listen, there's what it is, because you put somebody else that need to go home to a family, his life in danger as well.
True, and let's
more than one, whoever it was in the store,
let's
or
just
is
go
in the
further.
Vicinity, or whatever.
Let's go further.
So you could be, you're in this extreme circumstances or a bad situation, but you've probably went past the edge already, bro.
Let's go further and say that maybe Marcus killed somebody, or let's just say that all of them killed somebody. Let's just say that the officer in the beginning killed somebody on the premise that all black people or Latino people or people of color are violent.
He had to harass Marcus.
True. So let's just say he killed a Marcus. And let's just say that the white supremacists in this situation also killed a Marcus, thinking that you are to blame for me not being able to overcome in society, whatever.
I guess when you say it like that, it really shows why Black Lives Matter, because in every scenario you just aimed the attention of how destructive Marcus' life is. You have cops that's trying to kill him, white supremacists trying to kill him, and how danger he is to himself.
True, 100%.
So it's like, I don't like you, and he don't like himself.
100%.
That's that. So the black man is having a harder struggle, but that's a real struggle. It sounds like everybody else's struggle is from a bitter standpoint. Maybe an officer that's bitter. That's his job, and he hates his job, and hates that's what he has to do, whatever. Yeah. And that's what he's doing. And black people are who he's arresting and who he feels threatened by.
All right. So I think that it's no more discussion need to be had on this. I think that we covered it all. Yeah. I think that you came to the correct conclusion, or the conclusion that you came to a conclusion. Yeah. And those of you that's watching this video, I think that y'all should be understanding of that conclusion. Bottom line. That's it. I'm not trying to say who's wrong, who's right, who's more wrong, who's more right, or whatever the case is. That's the conclusion that we came to. I agree with what Killer said. I agree with what I said. Hey, y'all tell us how y'all feel about this whole Marlon Craft situation. I think this is a dope song. Yeah, I think that let's
just talk about that real quick too. Like, let's give him his props. You know what I'm saying? As a song, production, beat wise, amazing. Lyric wise, everything. Lyric wise, amazing. Cadence wise, amazing. I think that's a dope artist, man. I'm looking forward to just hearing more like that. He just took the Jordan Lucas lane, but I ain't mad at it, man. Go ahead and do it, man.
And as a dude that's been kind of sort of following him for a little while, because I follow him on IG, I've been seeing a lot of the videos that he comes out with, and the different depictions of everyday life according to X, Y, and Z person. I think that this dude's been dope for a long time, and I don't want to say, because he's white or because he's black or whatever, and this is a white dude that's coming up with his perspective and whatever it is, it's dope, man. Bootleg Cable Podcast, we support dope artists.
He's the one that we were talking about, the New York dude that just. He sound New York as shit.
He sound New York as shit.
Yeah, he sound New York as shit, man. Yeah.
So y'all check this shit out. Y'all tell us if y'all feeling it. If y'all rock with the perspective that we came up with, let us know. If y'all don't, fuck it. Hey, man.
Gang. Hey,
whole lot of gang shit, man.
Bootleg gang, man. Bootleg Cable Podcast gang, man.
Definitely, man. We had a couple.
Are we still
of
on this racism shit?
Nah, we done with that, bro. We had a couple of other topics that we wanted to get into, but I think that this topic kind of summed it all up and kind of saved us from that those last couple of 2 topics or whatever when you went in, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anything else you want to get off your chest, bro?
Nah,
you
man.
got a scenario? What's the scenario?
Nah, I don't got one, man. You got one?
I got one, but I don't know if I want to say it or not, bro.
Yeah, man, try to be as discreet as you can, man.
All right, so sexual scenario here. What's the scenario? What's the scenario? I feel like I need to go. I need to go in and put the Tribe Called Quest song in there.
Yeah.
So, what's the scenario? If you were offered a threesome, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like as dudes, I think that's one of our sexual conquests that we want to handle or have in our lives before we go to the grave, right?
Yeah.
So if you were in a situation where you were offered a threesome, but you wasn't feeling the third wheel.
Nah, it's a no. It's a no. I mean, I ain't gonna waste my goal on some bullshit. So nah, I'm good. If I ain't feeling the third wheel, I'm good. I mean, is okay. Is the partner feeling the third? Is the female that you're predominantly interacted with? Is she feeling the third wheel though?
Yeah.
Feeling.
Yeah.
Then let's do it. Whatever it is, let's do it.
Why though?
I mean, why not? I mean, you get to see a whole lot of gang shit. You know what I'm saying? You see some. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
But see the difference in this situation, right?
Yeah.
Is that as a guy, right?
Yeah.
Sexually, let's be real. You need to come with a hard dick. You ain't coming with a hard dick based on whatever it is that's presented in front of you. So yeah, you wanna go along with whatever's the, you know what I mean? You wanna get down with the get down and go along with the go alongs.
Yeah.
But you ain't really feeling the situation.
I don't know. You saying situation, or you saying you ain't feeling that person? Like how
you ain't feeling that person?
How trash is that person though? What's the trash level?
Not super trash.
Okay, so what, you don't like their personality? What?
You don't know their personality.
You don't know their personality?
Nah. You just you presented with a picture of this person.
So you say it's like, I don't know, man. It seems like, I mean, like, hey, you look like you have super duper high standards, right? Me, I'm a nasty nigga. So
that's what, okay. That's
so,
what we talking about, nigga. Let's get it.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, your standards is way up there. Where I'm like, shit. Well, we can get it off of that. Shit, who gonna nobody? Man, bring it through, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
So
ain't no beef to me.
So me personally, I'm not trying to say my standards is super duper high. Like I'm way up here, and everybody else is down there, and I only fuck with 8, 9s and dimes type situation. Like, no, that ain't the situation. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from, hey, I have certain standards for myself.
Yeah,
and
but if the person, if the person that you're with, could be a stepping stone for them. Like, all right, listen, this is the practice one right here. This is our practice run. Has the person that you know what I'm saying, that's presenting that person to you done that before?
Probably not.
Okay, so if they haven't done that before, and they want to experiment, then you know what I'm saying, you just grant them that wish. You might have limited interactions with the second person, but grant them the wish. Let them go ahead and explore what it is, and then you like, yo, the next one, look, we're gonna have to up the game a little bit on the next one.
Again, killer. Like you are the dude in this situation, and you need to provide a hard dick. You not. Let's just say. Where
is this nigga at? What is he talking about?
Let's just say.
Yo,
let's just say you're not rocking with the other female in the situation. You're not rocking with her. You don't find her attractive. Whatever. Not saying that she ugly.
All right, nigga, stop yelling, man. I feel like you elevate. Like, relax, calm down. Let's bring it down. Bring it down.
I'm just saying that you don't find this female attractive. How can
But you didn't say when I asked you how attractive or how unattractive, you kind of gave me a mid range. You ain't say but ugly. You ain't say this is a dust. You ain't say this is a hell no. It was just like this ain't the one I appreciate me doing a threesome with. That's what you're saying to me.
That's where I'm gonna leave it. That's not the one that you picture yourself doing the threesome with. You're not really feeling her like that.
I feel like listen. I'm going for it. And you're saying.
You feel like
you're saying
I'm feeling like nah.
All right, that's where it's at.
I'm feeling like nah. Like
Muley Cap podcasters comment on this one right here. Let us know how you feel.
If it ain't Creisha Turner, if it ain't
Creisha Turner ass.
If it ain't,
hey, she get maga. She ain't gonna eat some boy dumpling.
If it ain't Megan Thee Stallion,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, but I mean, like that ain't the one I'm thirsting for. Like,
not saying that I'm thirsting for Megan Thee Stallion.
She might
either.
take up too much room in the bag. Fuck that.
Hey, but if it ain't, let's go in between. So if it ain't between Creisha Turner or Megan Thee Stallion, nah, I'm good. And I'm talking about in the face, talking about in the body. All that, I'm good. Like I'm not one of those dudes where it's just like, yo.
So if it was with the City Girls, would you do it?
One of the City Girls, Young Miami.
So the other one you ain't gonna take?
Nah. All
right, so that's that side of it. Hey, listen,
I ain't rocking with the.
If you can have a three's name with the City Girls, and your main chick is Miami, and the other one is JT. Is he gonna be like pass up like nah, baby, we ain't gonna fuck with JT?
But hold on, that's a bad representation.
No, it ain't. How is it?
Because I don't want to say that JT ugly.
But that the person that you were describing, you ain't say they were ugly either. You just like,
they ain't ugly.
I ain't fucking with it.
I just
so you fucking with JT or not?
I'm fucking with JT personally.
So you fucking JT? You would fuck JT?
Oh yeah.
So let's find somebody else.
But dude, we can sit here all day and come up with those kind of situations. So I'm just saying, like, if it's just one, again, free JT, free my dog JT. So if it's Young Miami and JT, you might be fucking with Miami a little bit harder than you are JT. But that's not to say that JT is ugly. And again, that's not to say that the female in this three-way situation is ugly. It's just a chick that you don't necessarily rock with. You're not necessarily attracted to. So, if that's presented to you, would I go ahead and do a threesome just to say that I did a threesome? Or do I have standards in saying like, yo, yeah, I would love to do a threesome in my lifetime.
But this ain't the one.
Okay,
so if you break it down, that's making it really simple. If you say if I'm not attracted to that person, then no. I thought you were presenting me a scenario where you or somebody that was saying, that ain't really all that to me, and I'm like looking at it like, nigga, I would just go ahead and do it with that. But you know what I'm saying? If it's seen like if I'm really turned off by that person, then no, I'm not going to do it with somebody. I'm truly turned off by it. Nah, that don't make no sense to me.
That's not to say that the person is ugly.
Yeah.
It's a scenario.
No, it is saying the person is ugly. That's goddamn what the fuck it's saying. I don't fucking know what you mean. Fuck else.
Woo!
Exactly what the fuck it's saying. Yeah. But all right, hit us up, man. Bootleg Cable Podcast. Holla at us, Gmail. Holla at us. Leave a comment. Start to finish it. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all for sure.
Hey, for sure, you know man. What I'm saying? Start to finish. Hashtag that up. Hashtag that shit like a motherfucker, man. We love y'all, man.
Yeah, word, man.
Hey, man. We ain't even gonna hit y'all with a slogan at the end of it. You know what it is, man.
Yeah.
We out, man. Good fucking episode, bro.
For sure.
Peace. Y'all check us out next week.
Bushwick, a.k.a. Chuck. 4'8" and straight, don't give a fuck. I got the strength of 6 men with the heart to run up on the motherfucker 6'10", I swear. I knows no fear, this labels me a threat. Throats get cut, niggas chest.